Hello and welcome to another episode of Feeding Fatty. I'm Roy.
I'm Terry.
We want to welcome everybody to 2021, and I finally got my co-host back here where she's on a continent where she has some internet access finally.
A little bit, just a little bit here.
So welcome back.
Thank you. 3 weeks is a long time.
Yes, it is. And then before that, it was before Thanksgiving when we were gone. So it's probably been 2.5 months since we've actually recorded anything between the two of us. We've had some awesome guests in the meantime, and we've got a slate of other awesome guests that are upcoming as well. So we also like to just say thanks for everybody that's tuned in and listened to the show. You know, we started this in mid-October of 2020, and we're just trying to learn our way as far as get some of the better guests and also marketing, getting it out in front of people. So please don't hesitate to share. Caring is sharing, and help us to get some more listeners. We would certainly appreciate that.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. I don't know what we went. Where'd we go in November? We went to Mexico in November,
and we had the best of intentions to record while we were down there, but again, we had some really crummy internet, and then we were, even prior to that, Terry had some issues with her mom's health, that she had been out of pocket for about 3 weeks prior to us leaving, and then when we came back, she had to get prepared and got to go take a fabulous trip with her daughter to Hawaii for 3 weeks. So
yes. And I left her there. She's still there. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It was awesome.
The good news is me and the dogs did survive, all three of them.
Everybody was still breathing when I got back.
No vet bills or emergency room bills, so right. We consider that a success.
That's right. Fridge is bare, but
yes, yeah, it is. We'll have to restock.
You did good.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing is that today it's been a beautiful day where we're at. We got to get out and walk, and just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that. One thing we have to remind ourselves quite a bit is just to, be nice to yourself. We came through the holidays. It's hard to be on diets. People don't, or I don't want to say diet. It's hard to be on an eating plan that's healthy. People tend to chastise you and not have respect for you, and it's just difficult. So what we need to do is, I think it's just take a positive attitude and say we've made it through. The damage is done. We're not going to live in the rear view mirror. We're going to look out the front, the windshield, where we're going, and let's get moving for 2021, the new year.
That's right. It's hard to stay on a meal plan with all these things going on. I mean, in 3 months, everything just kind of adds up real quick, and I got to tell you, I ate my way through Hawaii. Yeah. I did. I ate poke, everything. Oh my gosh, it was good.
And too. Brought home macadamia nut that they grew the last year too.
And it was chocolate covered and coffee.
So we're going to try to work through that. But, it's hard, and that's part of the fun of getting to go to new places, trying the food and all of that. So that's why I'm saying, things happen. All we can do is pick ourselves up, and we'll get started. And, I'll be honest and say I didn't have the best time, because it's hard just cooking. I'm not a good cook, and it's hard cooking for one, and then it's easier just to go pick up something. So anyway,
you are a good cook.
I've had the last few months hasn't been that great. So, we're all looking for kind of get to a fresh start, kind of get back into a routine where we can cook, be healthy, and have the kind of things around the house in which we need to have, which is, it's important for us. I know that if we don't have stuff around here, or if we have bad things here, we'll tend to eat that, or run get something
and need more. Right. You can't just have a little bit. You gotta eat the whole thing. Oh my gosh.
Right, exactly. So let's just talk a little bit about setting goals. And a good thing to do is, a goal is, what is it? If you don't put a time limit on it, it's just a dream. So let's really think about some goals that we can set. And, it's funny because that's what we went through this morning. We sat down and talked about some of our major goals for 2021, not only with the show and the guests, but some of our personal goals that we want to achieve on some other projects that we have going on. And we set some time limits of what we want to do, when we want to do it. So but kind of the other part of that is, again, be kind to yourself, and let's manage expectations, because we can achieve anything within reason that we really want to. But if you want to lose 50 pounds this year, you can't say, well, I'm going to do it in by the end of February and expect that that you will be successful. So look at what, I don't know what they say the average is, 1 to 2 pounds a week, something like that. It's always good to consult with your doctor and let them help you with making that determination when you set your goals. But be reasonable in what you expect to do. And then I think the other important part is, goals are useless if you don't have an action plan, because I can want to lose weight, and if my action plan is to, or if I don't have an action plan and I sit around eating some popcorn, watching TV all the time, then of course not going to achieve. And so what is your action plan? Some things that we talked about this morning: again, eating right, having healthy food, which includes our vegetables, fish, all that. Again, trying to stay away from the takeout and from drive-throughs
in general. Just no packaged anything.
Yeah, try to stay away from the packaged foods, and get back to cooking a little bit more, and drinking our water, our 8 glasses of water, trying to get some exercise. Like I said, it was beautiful. We actually took 2, the first one I guess today is about a 15-minute walk, and then the second one was probably 30-45 minutes. Just got out with the dogs, took them around, and again, it's just the beginning of January, so we're not going to be that lucky for the next 2 months for sure. And depending on where you live and where you're listening, you could be in the midst of winter, but there's a lot of things to do. Some gym memberships are very reasonable that you can get out. Of course, we have to watch for COVID. I think the gym we go to, they've done an awesome job with distancing on the equipment, having sanitation stations where people can spray stuff down. So I haven't been that worried being in there. Have you?
No, I mean, I feel pretty good about going and walking and doing the weight machines and all that. I mean, I feel pretty good, and I feel like they're keeping it as clean as they can.
Yeah, and they've limited the occupancy. I think that after the new year, of course, you mentioned yesterday that we'll probably see, a lot more people at the gym, everybody wanting to get a fresh start. So that's the only thing that really has kind of bothered me when we go, is just when back when we get into the more in the weight section, people walking too close to us and being all kind of up in your space. So if you do choose to go to a gym, just be careful, choose the right one. And I think that while we always talk about the diet is probably 75 to 80% of achieving some weight loss goals, it's still, for me, I need the exercise to stretch, and it kind of shapes my body a lot faster than if I don't have the exercise. But I need the exercise to try to lower the blood pressure, and then also it helps me on my controlling my diabetes, that, or my blood glucose anyway, that I know when I walk it just tends to measure a lot lower. So that's one reason why I'm kind of on the exercise kick, or want to get out and get active. But I know that it's hard, but there's a lot of great videos that I've noticed, on Instagram, YouTube. So if you want to do something indoors, there's a lot of easy things that don't have to be strenuous or stressful that you can do.
Yeah, I mean, a lot. Just like today, just that 15-minute walk. That was enough. I mean, I could have very easily just gone back to sleep. I'm still messed up on my time zones. I'm gonna use that excuse for
Yeah,
a while.
right.
I don't know what it was before, just tired. But yeah, just that short walk, and that just makes all the difference. Just getting you moving, helping mentally as well as physically. Just letting you kind of reflect and
Yeah, yeah, we did some work. We went for a walk, did some work, and then got back out there again. I think that second time it's much better. We had gotten some stuff accomplished, and I just felt like I had a big smile on my face because we got some stuff done and we were able to get out and walk, and just feels like things are clicking whenever you can get that in.
yeah, it was kind of a nice little wrap up of the day. And I mean, I know we'll still do more stuff, but it was nice to be able to have that time and
Right.
check everything out.
Yeah, yeah. After being gone for a few weeks, it's
Yeah,
nice
I
to
know.
walk around the neighborhood
Like a
and
whole
see
new
what's changed.
place.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so anyway, just think about what you need to do and what you want to do. Like I said, ours is fairly simple. We stay to the basics. We just want to have a well balanced. We want to eat right. Uh, Try to eat before, around 6 o'clock. Not wait till um, waiting late into the night. I know that's something that you kind of got to the habit
Oh
of
my
while you were
gosh.
gone.
My daughter, she eats it, not before 8 o'clock and sometimes 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
and we just ate late.
Yeah. And that really hurts me personally just
Just
because of
sits.
the, sleeping on it, but also it tends to drive up my glucose when I eat too much too late
Hmm.
and aren't able to walk it off. So, but it works for some people. She's skinny as a rail. I think it just depends on your activity level, what you have going on, and what you want to accomplish. But I know that's something for me that, we try to eat early, try to get back on a good schedule and get our sleep because we have both been way off of that schedule. So trying to get that 8 hours of sleep, uh,
Yeah.
drinking our water, and then, like I said, a little bit of exercise. Um, uh, I feel like I need to do some weights, not heavy, not trying to bulk up or anything, but it just helps me to stretch. And, it just helps me to feel better about myself that I'm doing some things. So I think everybody has to look at that. My recommendation is everybody talk to your doctor. Don't just set out on a new plan without consulting a physician, and don't get yourself in trouble or hurt yourself or make yourself sick by doing anything crazy. To me, it's all in moderation. That's what we tend to be able to stick with, is when we're not doing things to the extreme nature, I guess.
Right. And I mean, just consult with the professionals, the physician, the the fitness experts, things like, just make sure that you're doing it as best you can, the best way that you can, the correct way anyway that you're supposed to, so you don't hurt yourself.
Right.
Oh, I feel my age when I start hurting myself all the time. That's just, I'm a klutz anyway, but I just want to make sure that I'm doing it the right way. And I mean, you let me know because he's my professional.
Well, that's one thing we talk about when we go to the gym. It's just not, trying to overdo it. It's about, it was kind of funny while we were walking. I was thinking that it's nice to get out and move and all that. There's a lot of benefits. But the other thing is that if I'm out moving and doing something, I'm not sitting in front of the TV eating
Right.
or driving through a drive-through. So those are always the benefits. And, kind of the same way about going to the gym. We want to maximize our efforts, of course, but we don't want to overdo it where we hurt ourselves. And so just pacing yourself, taking it easy, not getting too heavy for us on the weights anyway. That's always been the best. And but it's exciting. So what we wanted to do, I think, unless you have anything else, what was that recipe that you were just looking at?
I was looking up some new thing. I'm just tired. I'm tired of the same old thing, even though I've eaten my way through Hawaii. Just tired. I get in the habit of just making the same old thing for dinner. And so I was looking up some recipes, and I found one, orange beef and beans, or there's a broccoli and beef also, but they're both under the Taste of Home .com recipes,
Okay.
and they're diabetes friendly, so there's not
carb heavy.
No, it's not carb heavy at all. I mean, 16 carbs. It's 210 calories
Okay.
cooked and 2 saturated fats, so that's not bad at all.
Yeah, and that brings up another thing I know that you always talk about, because, to be honest, she does most of the cooking and meal prep. I try to help out when I can, but it falls mostly to Terry. And so the planning, I know that's very important for her, not only just to, have an idea so it's not 5:30 and we're trying to figure out, okay, what are we going to have today, but also where we can have the ingredients to make it the way it needs to be made.
And it doesn't take that, if you have everything, it doesn't take that long to do it. It's just, the prepping for it, cutting everything up and
Right.
getting it all ready to put in there. It shouldn't take that long.
Yeah.
But
so
if I don't have a plan, draws out into like 2 hours long, and I still don't have anything to eat.
Right. Yeah, and that's one thing that I find myself, if we're not on our schedule and, we get some lag time between being hungry and finally eating, that's when we tend to go seek out other things that we shouldn't be eating.
Have a little snack before dinner.
Exactly.
Have a little appetizer of popcorn
Exactly.
or whatever.
All right. Well, anyway, yeah, so just, take some time on Sunday afternoon to sit down and think about, what you're going to have. Make sure you have everything at the grocery store. I think it makes the meal prep go so much easier and so better through the week. So,
Yeah.
And we'll try to, we were sharing some recipes there for a while. We'll try to do better. We've been also posting some curated articles from other sites, just trying to deliver as much information. We do try to check them out, make sure they're reputable sites and that they're saying reputable things, but please just understand that everybody needs to check everything out for themselves and do what's right for them.
Yeah, don't just take our word for it.
Right. Yeah, and then like we always say is consult your medical professionals before you do anything or start anything. So
Yeah.
all right. Well, again, Happy New Year to everybody, and thanks to all of our
2021 and goodbye to 2020. My goodness, what a year we've had.
Yeah, it's been something. So,
I'm sorry I interrupted.
no, I was just thinking, we've got I was trying to think of when this may come out. I may just go ahead and post it here in a little bit, but we've got a great guest. Our friend Dr. Nicole is back with us, and she's going to be talking about the 6th taste. That I think there are 5 confirmed tastes, and I wish I could remember what they all are, but there's you don't know.
You put me on the spot.
Yeah, sorry about
I'm
that.
blank.
Well,
umami is one.
the last one I know is the 6th one that they're talking about and done some research isn't it fat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, it's interesting to listen to her talk about maybe some research that's gone into this. So be sure and tune in. That episode will come out on Tuesday, which will be January 5th. So be looking for that. And again, show ideas. We're always open. We've got a Facebook group. We would really like to, get some discussion started in there. So go over to Feeding Fatty on the Facebook group and let's start a conversation and see if we can make this the best year in a while.
It will be.
It is going. It
will
has
be.
started off awesome. I can't
That's
complain
right.
at all. So, all right. Until next time, I'm Roy.
I'm Terry.
Y'all take care of each other.
Happy
Thank
New
you.
Year.